Hello, how are you? I'm sorry, my mom is pouring some water. Welcome to Joyful Caregiving Challenge, the 5-day challenge that I'm holding here. I am your host, Lily Leon, and I do apologize. I came a little bit late. I was inundated with phone calls, last minute phone calls um, from different places that I needed to attend. And thank you. I cannot see who is there. But anyways, yes. So today I'm sharing with you on taking a break. Hi Nadia, how are you? Thank you. Yes, so I was sharing with you that I was receiving a lot of phone calls in the last minute from my utilities to have my yes, I got a discount for my phone. And yes, I see you Nadia now. Good to see you. How was your day? I will comment back when this is ending. Yes, today I was just sharing that I was receiving a lot of phone calls, and the good thing is, and I was registering for the big event. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be at Crush It Live, and also I was receiving a phone call that, oh, I'm glad that you're doing well, and I also received a phone call that I had a discount on my phone. I mean, on my internet and phone service. So they're gonna increase my internet, and they will lower my bills, which I'm happy about. Yes. So it took me a long time with them in the phone, and then I got another phone call calling. But anyways, I I'm glad that you're doing well, Nadia. And today I went out with mom. Yesterday we didn't go out because it was raining. Yes, me too. I wanna go and attend to the event. Yes, it is. So I will say that uh, this morning we went out with my mom. I'm glad I did. I got out of the house. It's not so. I mean, today was a nice day. It was not so hot, and it's not raining. And you hear my mom. Yes, she's pouring out water. Anyways, uh, it was a nice day to be out, and we didn't got any fruit today. No, we didn't. There was no. They were so green, the papaya, so I didn't get any papaya today. But I will see if tomorrow they have fresh papaya and ripe one too. And today I am sharing about how to deal with exhaustion. Someone asked me to talk about that, dealing with exhaustion as a caregiver. I will say that that's not an easy thing when you are dealing with exhaustion, because I was dealing with that. I mean, the thing that you can do with dealing with exhaustion is take a break. I know it's not easy to do, to take a break from caring for your parent, and it's even mission impossible as well. It's virtually impossible to take a break from your parent. I will say that because I know I have been through that. It is very difficult to take a break. Even if I'm gone a little bit, I mean, yeah, if I'm gone a little bit long, she will tend to worry. I mean, I was able to work before outside of the house, but then I also got a little bit worry about my mom when the whole health crisis happened, and being out and come back home. But I got sick from working. I was in a very high pressure job. I was working in a store, I have so many responsibility to do, and I actually broke down sick. I couldn't even go back to that job, and I had to be home. So, what a caregiver could do is to take breaks in their caregiving, even if it's out of the house, being away, alone, or even take some little vacation. I know it's asking too much because I know myself, my mom, she will be like, she doesn't really like to take on other people. She only like to have me with her, and even if I have someone to come in the house, it's like she will not let them in. Like I have to be home if someone is in the house, and it can be quite difficult. I will tell you that I have been my mom caregiver for 5 years, and I would take short period of breaks, but I will not. I did not have a few days off just for myself. I did not have that. But to balance that out, I do have to take some time to go out. Yes, you have to take some time to go out or just to go away for a little bit, and even for 20, 30 minutes out, even if you can go to see a friend or just go by yourself to the store. I will actually do that. Yes, I know I have to take care of myself. I know that. But the thing is, I don't have someone who can come and be with my mom, and she doesn't like to stay with her friends for too long, and that's the reality. She kind of likes to be with me. Um, I used to get a lot of exhaustion, and there were, well, years ago, it would drive me crazy. I mean, even in November and December, I was a little bit over the edge because when my mom fell and I had to help her in everything, it was really hard. I must admit that I will not say that it was easy. It was hard to do that all by myself and even have to help her and aid her to go to the bathroom and do things for her, and also on top of that to do cooking and all the things, and she was even more clingy and needy. Oh boy, I'm not gonna complain about that, but yes, it can be very exhausting, very, very exhausting. And in fact, a lot of caregivers, family caregivers, their health will break down because, first of all, 80% of them they will have great amount of pressure, stress. People call it stress, but it's actually physically is called like pressure. And the second thing is the half of those caregivers will face depression, and I had been there too. I There were periods of time that I was depressed, and that's something that you have to combat that with Bible reading, God's word. And I'm gonna read you the Bible verse for today. So for today, Bible verse is "Come unto me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's from Matthew 11:28. Yes, Matthew 11:28 is talking about resting in God's strength, resting in Him. I don't know about you, but there were plenty of times where you will go do things and you are completely, entirely exhausted. I must say that coming to do talking on on the challenge, it has been. Um, I had to learn to pace myself, and today I think I'm not gonna go way too long because now Facebook will cut off. Yeah, will cut off the recordings, and having to upload the recordings afterwards, it takes a lot longer. So I am gonna shorten the time a little bit. So yes, we have to come on to God with our problems, with the things that we have, and bring it to Him for Him to carry it for us. That's the only way that we can do that, and that's one of the ways that we can deal with the depression. It is that yes, you have a lot of things to do and things to be there, but at the same time, you have to remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Yeah, dealing with depression is another symptoms that can happen. I have gone through that. Thank you, Nadia. Yeah, I wanted to be there for my mom. I could not be away from her, and knowing that she don't have an advocate and someone who can help her. That actually is worst. When I couldn't come to her quickly, actually I was feeling a lot of guilt. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much. Sometimes I don't feel like a hero, but I do. I do think that my hero is God, who has able to strengthen me to get through this. And I know it's not an easy thing to admit because a lot of people thinking that Christian don't get into depression. I would say yes, Christian does get to depression, especially when they are doing things alone and they don't have someone to help. Sometimes I can go to that place. I have been into that place a couple of times, and every time you have to get out the same way. I mean, you have to recognize first that you are depressed and ask for help and meet with people, make new friends. I have not been able to physically being out on the street all the time to make friends. So I made new friends through Facebook, uh, like you, Nadia, and other people that I know. I have met more people through online and meeting with them. And yes, because we are made to be social beings. When you feel yourself to be completely alone, I will say that it is not so good, but sometimes you forget that you are not alone. That even though if you are physically alone and not having people near you, you still have God who is always with you. But sometimes we still need someone physically be there. I still do. Even though I'm an introvert, I still need to have to see someone beside me. And the next thing it will be having a high level of anxiety for family caregivers, I will tell you, yes, there is a great deal of anxiety, especially if the parent is very fussy. I would say some parents can be very, very fussy, and nothing of what you do seems to be right in their eye, and that add a lot of pressure, anxiety, and also send the daughter or the son into stress, anxiety, and also with all of that, it leads to depression as well. And sometimes we just don't watch it, don't check it, and it all means that you have to take some time, take some time to be for yourself. And the next thing is a lot of family caregivers have health and physical problems. Yes, they have a lot of more health and physical problems. I would say that when I was working in a very high stressful job and also coming back home, my mom was she was very supportive of me going to work, and she was helping to do a lot of things at home. Yes, and I'm very grateful for her about that. But at the same time, when I came back home, I was in extreme uh, stress because sometimes my mom was I was not doing very well, and the worst case is my mom will call me by my dad's name, and when she's not doing well, and that was not the place that I wanted to be, but I had to learn through the process and learn how to be loving, and also how to learn to take some time for myself. Now I can clearly see how I can take some time for myself. For example, I will go even if it's downstairs of the building just to go for a walk, 20 minutes for yourself. It will do you much good, a lot much good than you think. Actually, when you go out a little bit by yourself, you will come back refreshed. You will pay more attention to your parent and be able to serve them better when you take care of yourself. And the next thing is a lot of caregivers, family caregivers, they will have very poor immune system, and a lot of them they will have very slow healing wounds. Yes, so that's the healing wound being something not so good for you. It is not. It's not good for you. Actually, it can uh, when you are in a, when your immune system drops, you can actually get more colds and all the things as well. And I will say that the past 2 years, I would say that since I was working in a very high stressful environment, every time that I am facing very high stress environment, actually I break down in sick. I will get a cold. I will get the flu. Um, yes, that will happen. And when you get to that point, you're not good. Even being here, not being able to go because every place was closed down during the crisis, actually, my health was not so doing well because I couldn't go out. I just was home with my mom, and I was frequently with colds. But sometimes I was doing restarting detox for myself. I was doing that. Yes. So I also know that Sometimes you just need a coach just to help you along the way, like I had, because I needed the coaches that I have now to be able to move forward and not being in that state of depression. Yes, when you have someone who is there, you are able to see clear. Like I said, I know it is not easy. It is not easy to take some time for yourself, but it's worth it. If you want to stay healthy in helping your parent, you should do it. And I know that I'm gonna be presenting something coming up tomorrow that you should be tuning in. That actually will be something helpful for you. So this is how you can deal with exhaustion. Just take some time for yourself and yeah, how to deal with exhaustion. That's what it is. You have to take some breaks, take some time and go and have a reflection or just resting and just enjoy being with a friend or someone who can be there for you. Sometimes it's a lot more easy to say than done. It is, but it is something that it is needed. It's really needed for all of you who are caregivers. I know for some people, it will mean like to have to arrange different friends and family members and see who is available and make a plan to be there for your loved ones, for your parent. And your parent need to be flexible and allow the person who will be serving them, ministering to them, allow them to do that with full confidence and not to be overly critical. Yes, that's how I would say it, not to be overly critical. And that will be very helpful for you. I know that I'm saying that. I know that's what some people will do to take some time for their exhaustion, their caregiving duties, just to have some time for themselves. And I will say that when my mom decides to spend time with her friends, I sometimes I will just leave her just herself and her friends. I will do that because I know that I need some time by myself. So it got cut off from the from Facebook. Okay, okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna encourage you to find that, to find someone who will help you to to do that. Hopefully, this was helpful to you, and I hope you have a great day. And I will drop the homework. I'm not gonna be continuing. Um, yeah, just let me know what you think about this, and I hopefully you will have a great day. Let me know in the chat if this was helpful for you, if you needed this, comment, and you know someone who needs this, please tell them about it. I thank you so much for being here and have a blessed day. Bye. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll continue with the Joyful Caregiving Challenge. And I'm so excited to be here. Have a blessed day. Bye.